Hello students, good morning to all of you. So today we are going to discuss about the Yoni Vyapad Upadravas, the Satya Asatyata and the Chikitsa Siddhanta of the Yoni Vyapadas. So coming to first the Yoni Vyapada Upadravas, complications of Yoni Vyapad. So we have covered the Lakshanas of Yoni Vyapad already. Coming to the complications of Yoni Vyapad, according to Charaka, the complications of Yoni Vyapadas are given like this. यदा पथ्यानां मूलं नार्यः परं नृणां तद्विघातो गदोश्चासां क्रियते योनिमाश्रितैः इत्येर्लक्षणैः प्रोक्तं विंशतिर्योनि निजगदः नाशुक्रं धारयेत् येभिर्दोषैर्योनिरुपद्रुता तस्मात् गर्भं न गृह्णाति स्त्री गच्छत्या मयान् बहून् गुल्मा अर्शसः प्रदरादिश्च वातादेहिश्चातिपीडनम्. So this is given in Charaka Samhita Chikitsa Sthana 30th chapter, and according to Vagbhatas, iti yonigada narim yaha shuklam na pratichati tado garbham na grahanati rogaschapnoti darunam asrigdara arsho gulmadinam badhascha aniladivi iti shukram tata darunam asrigdaro arsho badhanascha aniladivi. So Charaka says that the yoni of the woman afflicted with the doshas or the diseases or the yoni rogas does not retain the shukra. So the word here is na shukram dharayet. So shukra dharana will not be there. So the yoni does not retain the shukra. Thus the female becomes infertile. Female is unable to conceive because her yoni is unable to retain the shukra. Na shukram dharayetas. Besides, she also suffers from the diseases such as gulma, arshas and pradara, and also the other disorders of vata. So other vataja disorders can also be seen along with the gulma, arshas and pradara. Chakrapani has clarified here that the pradara, which described later as a disease, is due to the vitiation of the doshas. See, pradara is also considered as a separate disease. So Chakrapani says that the pradara, which is mentioned as a disease, is caused due to the vitiation of dosha. The nidana or the main samprapti involved in the causing of pradara is the vitiation of doshas, whereas here it is a complication of these 20 disorders. So whenever the pradara occurs after the occurrence of the Yoni Vyapad, then it is to be considered as the Upadrava of Yoni Vyapad. No, so it is as a Upadrava of Yoni Vyapad it is formed. Both the Vagbhatas corroborating our description have added two Lakshanas in the list of complications. They have added two Lakshanas, Stamba and Shula. Stamba is the stiffness or the numbness, Shula is the pain. So they have given the similar description as that of Charaka. Only the thing is they have added two extra complications, those are Stamba and the Shula. So this is all about the Yoni Vyapad Upadravas, complications of the Yoni Vyapadas. So next is one more heading they have given, that is the Shuddha Yoni Mehi Garbhadharan, that is conception occurs only in the healthy Yoni. The quotation is given by Charaka like this: Evam yonishu shuddhasu garbham vindhati yushitaha adushte prakrute bije jivopakramena sati evam bijopakramena sati. So that means after achievement of the healthy state of yoni with the help of treatment. See, if a woman is suffering from any yoni rogas, then after giving a treatment, whenever the yoni becomes shuddha, or after the treatment when the yoni attains its healthy state, then the conception occurs. Then there is a possibility of conception with the union of the healthy shukra and shonita, that is a shuddha shukra and shuddha shonita. You can call it as a bija. Shuddha bija is responsible for the development of the garbha, and it possessing all its normal qualities, and the descendants of jiva propelled by the deeds of previous life is the opinion of Charaka and Vagbhata. So here, as you know, the definition of garbha is shukra shonita jiva sanyoga kukshi gate. That means in the kukshi there should be the combination of Shukra Shonita along with the Jivatma. So whenever all these three combination occurs in the Kukshi or in the Kshetra of the woman, then only there is possibility of the conception. And the Kshetra here is a Yoni. It should be Shuddha, means it should be free from any diseases. It should be free from the Yoni Rogas, Yoni Vyapada or Yoni Gadas. And one more thing is, coitus is contraindicated to the woman suffering from Yoni Rogas. So in a woman who is suffering from Yoni Rogas, coitus is contraindicated. Coming to the next, that is the Sadhya Sadhita of Yoni Rogas. According to Sushruta, he says, Pancha asadhyam bhavanti ma yonyaha sarvadoshajaha. He says, as you know, the Charaka has classified Yoni Vyapad into five types each. That is five Yoni Vyapadas caused by Vata dosha, 5 due to Pitta dosha, 5 due to Kapha, and 5 due to Sannipataja. So he says that the 5 Yoni doshas or the gynecological disorders developing due to the vitiation of all the 3 doshas are considered as asadhya or incurable. So this is the opinion of Sushrutacharya. So he says the 5 asadhya, 5 Sannipataja Yoni Vyapadas are considered as asadhya. Coming to next is the Chikitsa of the Yoni Vyapad. This is very important. Chikitsa of Yoni Vyapad. So first we will study about the Chikitsa Siddhanta or the Samanya Chikitsa Siddhanta of almost all the Yoni Rogas. This quotation is important. You have to by heart this quotation. Here the quotation is given. The first quotation is important. Even second, third also you can by heart. Third is also important. So first let us start with the quotation of the Chikitsa Sutra of Yoni Rogas. Sarvam Vyapanna Yoni tu कर्मभिर्वमनादिभिः मृदुभिः पञ्चभिर्नारीं स्निग्धस्विनम् उपचारयेत् सर्वतः सुविशुद्धायाः शेषकर्म विधीयते यच्चां वातविकारिणां कर्मोक्तं तच्च कारयेत् सर्वव्यापस्तु मतिमान् महायोन्यां विशेषतः नाहि वाताद्रुते योनिर्नारीं सन्दुष्यति शमयित्वा तामान्यस्य कुर्यादोषस्य भेषजम्. This is given in Charaka Samhita Chikitsasthana 30th chapter. And here the similar thing is given by Vagbhata. This quotation also you can by heart. Sarvatah cha उपाधारयेत् सर्वतः सुविशुद्धायाः शेषकर्म विधीयते बस्ति अभ्यंग परिषेक प्रलेप पिचुधारणं तच्च वाता विशेषतः. This quotation is also important. So coming to the description. Yes, how to start the treatment of Yoni Vyapad. So in all the Yoni Vyapadas or the gynecological disorders, first of all you have to start with the Purva Karmas, that is the Snehana and Swedanam. So after proper Snehana, Swedana, oleation and sudation, then Purva Karmas, you have to give the Pancha Karmas or the Shodhana Chikitsa. So you have to administer the Vamanadi Bihi, means Vamana etc. all the 5 Shodhana Karma or purifying measures should be used. Only after proper cleansing of the doshas through the upward and the lower passages, other medicines should be given. These MSCs etc. cleansing measures of the Shodhana Karma cures the gynecological disorders in the same way as they cure the disorders of other system. So first of all, the first and the most line of treatment of Yoni Vyapada is the Shodhana Chikitsa or the Panchakarmas. Why we have to give Panchakarma here is the methodically we have to administer the Panchakarma. That is with the starting from the Snehana, Swedana, Purva Karmas, Panchakarma, Pradhana Karma and the Paschat Karma. Like this serial wise you have to administer the Panchakarma methodically. So why first of all what is the importance of giving Panchakarma here is because we first of all we have to expel the vitiated doshas from the upward as well as the downward passages. So Adho Shuddhi and Urdhva Shuddhi is to be done first, and then only you can advise the other medicines or the Shamana Chikitsa can be advised later. So first of all Shodhana is mentioned, then later you can advise the Shamana Chikitsa. So like how it cures, how the Shodhana cures the disorders of all the other systems of the body, similarly Shodhana Chikitsa or the cleansing measures cures the gynecological disorders of the female also. So next point is how to give this Shodhana Chikitsa. The Shodhana Chikitsa or the purifying measure should be used in the proper sequence. So it should be used in the proper sequence, that is first oleation, then sudation, that is first starting from the Purva Karma, Snehana Swedana should be given first. The drugs used in these procedures should be according to the Visheshana of dosha. So how to select the medicines or the drugs for the Panchakarma or the Shodhana therapy is that is to be decided according to the dosha involved of the Yoni Vyapad. Suppose if Vataja is there, then Vatahara Dravyas, Vatahara Snehas, like that you have to use for these procedures. This should use follow of the Uttaravasti to be given on the basis of vitiated dosha. So after this Panchakarma, lastly you have to administer the Uttaravasti. Again on the basis of the doshic involvement you have to give the Uttaravasti. Uttaravasti is nothing but the vaginal irrigation or the uterine instillation of the medicines. Then third point is after proper oleation and cleansing measures, Uttaravasti, then see after the Shodhana Karma they have mentioned the Shamana Karma. Again they have mentioned Uttaravasti. Uttaravasti, after that they have mentioned the Sthanika Chikitsa. Sthanika Chikitsa is given importance here. So they say after Shodhana you can go for the Sthanika Chikitsa also. So Sthanika Chikitsa includes Uttaravasti, Abhyanga, Parisheka, Pralepa, Pichu. Uttaravasti, as you know, it is vaginal irrigation or uterine installation, and Abhyanga is the massage, whole body massage or the local massage, local part massage. Irrigation, that is a parisheka. You have to pour the medicated liquids. Then anointments is the lepa. You have to prepare the medicated lepas and have to apply inside. Then tampons or the pichu. Pichu is nothing but a cotton soaked in the medicated liquids, and you have to keep inside the yoni of a woman suffering from the yoni vyapada. So these are all comes under the sthanika chikitsa. So after Shodhana, Uttaravasti, you have to end it with the Uttaravasti, then you can give the sthanika chikitsas also. Then next point, they say that the treatment prescribed for the disorders of Vata should be used for all these disorders, especially for Mahayoni and Vataja disorders. So here the Vata dosha is considered as very important in the causation of the Yoni Vyapadas. So Vata plays a very important role because there is no pain without Vata, there is no movement without Vata. So he says that the Vatahara Chikitsa is especially to be applied in almost all the disorders, especially in the Vataja Yoni Vyapadas like Mahayoni Vataja disorders, it is to be administered. So Vatahara Chikitsa is can also be applied here. Then they say that these disorders do not occur without the vitiation of Vata. Thus, first of all, Vata should be normalized. Only then the treatment for other doshas should be done. So they say there is no Yoni Vyapad without the vitiation of Vata. That means Vata is very, very important in the causation of the Yoni Rogas. The quotation they have mentioned that Vatavikaranam karmoktam nahi vatadrute yonir vapadu pradushyati. So there is no yoni vyapad without the involvement of vata dosha. Hence vata dosha is to be subside first, then followed by the treatment of the remaining doshas. So the disorder does not occur without the vitiation of vata. Thus first foremost of all of us, the first vata dosha should be normalized. Only then the treatment for the other doshas like pitta and kapha should be done. The treatment, then afterwards they have mentioned the similar chikitsa or the samanya chikitsa. The treatment is prescribed for the disorders of shukra, artava, dhatri. Breast milk is again the this is what stanya and the breasthana rogas, impotence, obstructed labor, mudha garbha, bandhya, all along with the month-wise treatment of the pregnant woman, that is Masanumasika Garbhini Chikitsa is also mentioned, with the history of repeated abortions. Congenial diet prescribed for every month, Masanumasika Pathya, can also be followed here, should also be used. So the similar Chikitsa mentioned for all these diseases can also be applied in cases of Yoni Vyapadas. And further they says that use of purgatives is beneficial. Purgation is considered as beneficial. So Virechana can also be applied in cases of the Yoni Vyapada. So Virechana gives a good results in treating the Yoni Vyapadas. And next, milk is beneficial. So coming to the pathyas in the Yoni Vyapada, they say Kshiram is very good. It's considered as pathyam. Tatra sarvam evam Kshiram प्राणिनाम प्रतिशत्यते जाति सात्मेयाम योनि रोग गर्भस्रावम haram. So Shira is considered as a Jati Satmeya. It is considered as the best among all the pathyas, and it can be used in the Yoni Rogas as well as in the Garbha Srava or the abortions. So it is very beneficial in Yoni Rogas and the Garbha Srava. So Shira is considered as a pathya for almost all the Yoni Rogas. So this is about the Chikitsa Siddhanta. You have to start with the Shodhana Karma. Then after Shodhana Karma, you have to end it with the Uttaravasti. Then you can apply the Sthanika Chikitsa like the Uttaravasti, Abhyanga, Parisheka, Pichu and Pralepa. Then you have to give the Vatahara Chikitsa first, because there is no Yoni Vyapad without the involvement of Vata. So first you have to give the Vatahara Chikitsa, followed by the other Doshik Chikitsa like Pitta and Kapha Doshara Chikitsa. Then they have mentioned the similar treatment or Samanya Chikitsas of the other disorders like Shukra Dosha Chikitsa, Arthava Dosha Chikitsa, Stanaroga Chikitsa, Muda Garbha Chikitsa, Garbhini Chikitsa, then Garbhini Masanumasika Pathya to be followed, etc. things. And Pathya is mentioned as a Shira or the milk. Milk is considered as a Pathya in cases of all the Yoni Rogas.